Okay. So are my slides visible? Anila, are the slides visible?
Yes, ma'am. It is visible.
Okay. So first, as always, I do have an interactive session, and we sometimes run out of time. You do respond well on separately after the session ends on audio, but today I thought let's just put this interactive session at first so we can focus more on it. So basically, did you watch the video that I sent to you, which was regarding women on social media?
Yes, ma'am. I saw, but I would sorry. I would afraid that I have not seen so attentively because I was rather busy somewhere else, and I thought that I will listen it later on. But sorry, I didn't get the time
No
again.
problem, no problem. You can go through that again, and I told you to send me what pronunciation you learned in words. You can do that later. Anyways, it's going to be a general discussion. So, whatever you know already about that, young women and social media, I have some questions here. So, first, and then we have some words displayed on the screen, which I would encourage you to use them when you are like formulating your answer. You can take your time and think how you're going to answer. The ones in yellow are a bit advanced words, and the ones in white are kind of for simple words, not too complex. So, you can use both of them in your answers. So, yeah, these are words are basically related to the questions on the topic. So, our first question here is how often do you use social media and which platforms do you prefer? I repeat the question for you. Let me just put this on display. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So, yeah, how often do you use social media and what platforms do you prefer most? You can take your time and
I
think.
often
Okay.
I often browse the different social media networks like Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. But nowadays, I'm actually stick with the YouTube only. I even not have gone through the Facebook and Instagram from the previous three. You can say 3 to 4 months. I've not seen this.
Okay. Is there any specific reason?
No, ma'am. But, actually, I don't want to um, scroll to the reels because it directly affect my brain. Sometimes it gives me stress. That's why I avoid to scroll the reels, and Instagram and Facebook mostly shows the reels, and I think
Yeah.
I don't like these two videos
Yeah.
nowadays. I don't know, but I skipped these two because I was very regular user of these two apps, but now I don't use.
Uh,
Don't know why, but it I think it bored me a lot. That's why.
okay, good. So, moreover it's kind of this, scrolling addiction. We don't want to get to that, right?
Yes, ma'am. You're right.
Okay, and second question, what are the positive aspects of social media for young women?
Um, for the young woman, I think there are the positive aspect is if she will be aware of the scams. I think through the social media notification, she would be aware of the scams. What she could indulge with at some time. That's why I think this is the positive fact that she would get this awareness from this. I think this
Yeah.
perspective
Yeah, you're
is
right.
positive.
Yeah. So we can say it brings in awareness, right?
for the woman specifically
Yeah,
regarding the scams.
yeah, you're right. That's right. The third question: how does social media influence self-esteem and body image?
Ma'am, can you repeat the question, please?
How does social media influence self-esteem
Yes,
and body image?
self-esteem and
Image.
body image. Yes, ma'am. It social media affects the self-esteem and body image because of the appearance we share in our profile. Sometimes, if I think when we scroll from the social media, we got to know that from the profile picture and the share status of the profile, we could get that how this another person, how the front person is with the others, and his posture, his dressing, all actually shows in the profile, and that's I think that's we can easily get the image of body image of from the profile picture, and I think that it affects to make the image of someone. I don't know I have responded you proper or not.
No, no, good, good. It's good.
Yes.
At one point you said addicting the others or dictating the others. What sentence was this? I didn't get the properly what you said.
I don't know, ma'am. Dictate. I was use
Addicting or
depicts. I
okay,
choose
okay, okay.
depicts and shows.
Depicting the other as well. Yeah, you're right. They basically, moreover, they set fake beauty standards, which young women usually, fall into that trap, and they start comparing themselves with that fake world. So these trends are on social media, fake body images, which I think in reality are uh, normal persons don't have those things, and they just make it as normal. And when young women watch them online, they're like comparing themselves, and it affects their self-esteem, and their confidence, they lose confidence in themselves, and some even get depressed. Instagram, there have been a lot of studies that Instagram is directly involved in depression for young people or the youth. So we should know how to use that. We should teach our children how to use online platforms.
Yes, you're
Okay,
right.
yeah. The fourth question: how do influencers affect young women's choices and opinions?
Yes, it the influences affects the young women choices greatly, because I have seen that my even my friends, colleagues often discuss with me that I have discussed me that how she's looking, how our dress, how he was, how he depicts his picture, how trendy he is. I have seen that people got the answers, got the even image from the influencers, and they try to try to make their life just as influencers. But I think sometimes that there is not possible for a poor person, and I think for the at somewhere over poor women, specifically here women are suffering from the inferior complexity, because and they are not able to get that same posture and that they got from the ancestors, and they try to get that posture, and they become stressful in this way, and this way this would ultimately cause the inferior complexity in their mind, and this will go toward the mental illness, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That is how it works. Moreover, Another thing, if I'd like to add, that these influencers or content writers, they promote products, and they promote overconsumption, which is like buying unnecessary products. Well, there are some products that are genuine, that are good, but some are just paid promotions, and they are just the way the videos are made. They influence the youth, especially young girls, and that leads to buying stuff that is not even necessary. So that's also a great impact they have, a big impact they have on the young girls.
Yeah, right, ma'am.
Yeah. So well, how do you think that like if you're educating your child, or you're educating any other young girl, how would you tell her, or warn her? What tips would you give to her to use social media?
Obviously, I want that my child learn the things before her time. She should learn the different secret things at her peak age, when she was would be at that specific age. She should learn at that time. I would definitely restrict my child to learn the things like some type of the sexual type of the videos. I would not prefer to see her in my season of
Okay. So yeah, that's how we should educate, and we should tell our children the difference between the real and the fake, because social media is almost fake, and if they start copying or adapting, or even comparing their lives to the fake world, they will get just messed up. That's what I think.
Yes, ma'am, you are right.
Yes. So good. You answered well. It was a good discussion, and you may have learned something, or you may already know them. But yeah, when you'll go back to after the session, whenever you're free, do watch the video on social media for women, so you may get something more to say, or some more vocabulary or words, right? So anyways, you didn't watch it, still you participated well. Okay.